Sid, this is a video summary of your first lesson. You know, the swing is really good. It's a athletic swing, and we're not going to back up the truck and install a brand new swing. All we're going to do is remove some of the unneeded movements and the compensating movements that get the club back in a position to hit the ball. So, this is Adam Scott next to you. As we talked about in the lesson, it looks like your center of gravity is outside your heels, at least back on your heels. His is about at the balls of his feet, and he's a little more over it. He's like 42 inches, 42 degrees tilt over it. You're like 21 degrees. So, you don't probably want to get 42, but more over the ball would be better for you. I think just better body lines, but good athletic move, flat back, flex knees. It's all pretty good. So we'll just quickly go through this. Remember, when you start taking it back, the club was, you can't see because of the blur, was a little bit shut. It's pointing at the ground and a little bit inside. Adam Scott is perfect. See how it's actually toe up of the club, and it overlaps his hands. It's at his toe line or a little inside. He's kind of thrown it out, but traditionally you want it over the just inside the toe line at this point. So we want to fix that. We worked on it. You're trying to get on the outside part of your right foot as opposed to keeping the weight on the right instep. We worked on that also. So you take the club up, so you're pretty much on plane. This is good. Shoulder tilt is good, but what happens is your shoulder bumps into your chin. It stops. You have to lift your hands, like from here on. See, that's just an arm lift, and the idea is to get your hands up higher, but it gets you in a very compromising position, and this is what we're going to fight, is coming down as you start down, starting down too steep. See, it's pointed inside the ball. And you're just going to have to fight that. And this looks like it's just a little outside the ball. So it'll be, as you might think, coming down too steep, we'll end up with, that's kind of off the toe or something. But traditionally you hit it fat, and then you figure out it's going to be too fat, and so you lift up. But the second thing we're going to fix is this top position. We talked about this during the lesson. We want we the problem comes in here where you got a flying right elbow. Club is across the line at the top, which starts the steepness on the way down. See where his right elbow is? So that's what we're going to fix. We're going to fix this picture. See how his arm is along the swing plane? Yours is kind of artificially raised. You've got a cupped wrist here, and it should be flat. See how his is flat? So I'm going to give you a snapshot of this at the top position, and your mission for this week, is to fix that position just like his. Now, but as we see, we'll just look at the rest of the swing. We're not going to try to fix it at this point, but I'll just point out things that will change over time for the better. And it's all started because of coming down too steep. So you're so you'll see a lot of kind of lower body movement, but it's not rotational necessarily. So as you come back here, so you're rolling on the outside of your right foot up here, and then the way down. Yeah, the lower body action isn't too bad. I stand corrected. At the same time, at impact, you can only see one hip pocket or one cheek. In reality, we want to see two cheeks at impact. So we're going to work on that. It's just your lower body isn't starting early enough. That's all. But all in all, I mean, this is really good. Like I told you in the lesson, there's a lot of good things with that swing. Let's look at the other. Dimension, and I won't go into a lot of details, but I'll show you what we'll be working on in future lessons once you nail the top position and the takeaway. So as you come up here, see, we went over these body lines. See how you're kind of tipping. It's just a fabulous shoulder rotation, but you're kind of stacked up this way and like this, and kind of rolled over on the outside of the right foot, whereas this guy is he's got this, he's got great body angles. I won't use red, I use green. Yeah, his back is leaning away from the target. It's about 10 degrees, and his lower body is leaning towards the target, about 8 degrees, something like that. You don't have any angle in there. It's basically stacked. So he's really wound up. Now watch, this is how he delivers. See, early on he gets his lower body active. So when his hands are parallel to the ground, his knee is caved in and ready to go. See, you're not moving off. So this is all upper body swing. There's no lower body swing. No lower body movement in there. It's still on the way. Now you're hitting the ball and you really haven't made an aggressive move through with the lower body. See how he just drives that lower body around, rotational. Again, now the hip's in the way, and so you're going to have this look as opposed to this look. And you really haven't released your right side. It kind of comes down a little, stalls out, arms come through, stalls out again to here, whereas he comes through and just releases the right side, boom, to get a point like that. But look at this finish of yours. This is really good here. That's really good. So once we get the top position and the transition down, I believe that everything else will be fine.